Fighters from the Muslim separatist Moro Islamic Liberation Front on patrol around their headquarters. Despite their leaders saying they're eager for peace, MILF troops have been geared for battle since a ceasefire with government forces shattered in August. A long-discussed peace deal fell apart then, just hours before it was signed. Villages were attacked by MILF fighters, and the military quickly retaliated. The armed exchange hasn't stopped since. The conflict now appears further from resolution than for over a decade. On their own admission, rebel MILF units are carrying out attacks on their own with no reference to their leaders.
Our commanders have proved their earlier theory or their earlier thesis the government cannot be trusted. So the MILF leadership has lost some of its moral authority to convince our commanders to give peace a chance. So that's why the problem is becoming very serious.
It's a nightmare scenario for those caught in the middle who have seen peace talks collapse before. Tens of thousands have been living in evacuation centers like this one since August of last year. Now, most of them are farmers who have not just lost their homes, but also their livelihoods. They've been surviving on handouts under harsh conditions. This has led to health problems with some people dying while they've been here. But none of them want to go home. They're too afraid of the fighting and say they'll only move back once a lasting peace has been agreed, even if it takes years. But life's not been any easier for those who stayed in their homes, like UNTING, UMPIG. He says the military came to his village in the middle of the night and took 12 of them suspected of being part of the rebel MILF units.
We were taken away at gunpoint, cuffed, gagged and blindfolded. I was beaten and interrogated for hours, but I didn't know anything about those MILF commanders and was released.
Residents here now say they fear the military more than the MILF, no matter what officials say to reassure them.
Actually, this is a propaganda for the lawless MILF group in order to discredit the armed forces conducting the police and military action.
While troops on both sides remain battle-ready, their leaders insist they're serious about returning to the negotiating table once more. But the longer that takes, the more people are growing pessimistic and frustrated, many now feeling betrayed by both sides. They say they are innocent victims, trapped, and wondering why their chances at a fragile peace seem to blow away every time the winds change. Marga Ortigas, Al Jazeera, Mindanao, Southern Philippines.